I'm shocked that Guild Eagles.
Yeah.
You know, RMRs are rolling around here, and that's a really scary result from them.
Yeah, they've been the major warriors more often than not, right? They've been the guys who just elevate. They're like the old flip side. Be bad in everything, then suddenly rock into the major and just make it deep, get stickers, secure cash. But I am curious. The run of form has been a lot rougher for them lately. We'll see if they can find the fire. But for now, we're going to focus on AMKAL and Nemiga. Don't have to worry about them in this one. And Travis has a lot to worry about. 1.5 kills worth of damage. The half won't matter if they can't follow it up. It's looking like a B plant. Forced to just trying to make their life slightly difficult. Oh, and Krad will do exactly that. Nicely done from Krad. Health not good. Flamus, the one healthy player, will swing, and the swing is good. Icy can't account for it. Nickelback with dualies. Nickelback with dead.
He's charging.
Fake the back off. Oh, footstep on. Footstep on. Knows the player's on the pillar. Trying to fake him out. He's got the kill. Needs to get the stick. No kit. No kit. Lear's just waiting him, calling his bluff. And this should be Jover. Lear has played this beautifully. Doesn't have to engage. Quick switch gets another man, but the end result is the same. Lear would have won it whether he got the kill or not.
It just gets to add insult to injury right there towards the tail end, which is ideal in competition. And they get themselves off to a nice little pistol round. A lot of output from the dualies right there. The raid bossed up dualies that I love to see. Just couldn't quite lock down a multi-kill. That always hurts when you have your strong player with the better weaponry that don't get much done. This is a nade stack potentially here, as they do line in. Somehow he avoids all of it and gets away with a kill. Down to 14 HP. Well, I mean, that's $1,500 out of their bank account right there, and he didn't even die. That's just cruel.
Frisky Bob on the entries.
Here he goes.
Feeling like Frisky Bob in this one.
Ooh.
But he's not going out.
Not as risky as you would think.
Yeah, really. Not living up to the name. Come on. It's for the brand here. Come on, for the
they're
brand.
stacking B. I'm not going to chase them.
Come on, Risky Bob. Reads the stack, gets them out. He's actually Risky Mitigation Bob. We forgot the middle part of his name.
There you go. That doesn't flow off the tongue as easy. You know? But it is critical information as well.
Where'd the smoke go?
Might have dropped.
They just miss it?
Too much to pick it up, or
They threw a smoke, and it just kind of was like in the air on the mini map. I can't tell if it was actually in the elbow and the bug. Well, whatever. They don't need it. They don't need it. I don't think they're gonna need much.
Risky Bob's about to get active.
Oh!
There he goes. Yeah.
More like a lurky Bob on that one.
Yeah. All day.
It was the opposite of Risky Bob. That was wait a maximum amount of time and then lurk back any Bob.
I'm about it. I want to see him get risky, though. I want to see him live up to the name. Get active, get aggressive. Right there, he played it very safe, you know? Threw us for a bit of a loop, you know? I mean, keeping us all on our toes. You never know what you get out of Risky Bob.
That's what I often say.
Here we go, first gun round. This is where it's going to put a lot of the pressure on the line right now. They're going for a bit of a bonus as well. They keep a couple of Mac 10s in store. Get active, get in their face, and it's going to be fast pace here. Straight up the ramp. Going to chase down these defenders. What a swing right there. What a hit from Xanter. He finds the entry on a Travis. They've got coverage for the short push, and I mean, mission accomplished already for Nemiga. They got the bomb down. 5v3 post plants established, and now it's all about the save pathing here that Krad just can't escape from. Lear to cut him off, and I mean, they're smoking deep spawn. They've got everything to the T right here on the bonus as well.
For a moment there, Risky Bob dropped the Famas to pick back up on Mac 10. Then he went back to
That's risky.
That is risky. Living up to the name. Well, AMKAL blown the heck out of this one. Got nothing doing in the first gun round. Just totally and completely banked. And I mean, even with these saves, you're not really going to be able to put anything around them. So this is pretty dire. Let's see if Icy can keep the guns alive. Yes. Yes, he can. Cheeky angle up by the lights. They were blinded by them, perhaps. It is almost the weekend, so he's just getting in theme.
TGIF.
That's what I say when I clock into my office job here on the Counter-Strike broadcast. TGIF.
Oh, and don't talk to me till I have my coffee.
Yeah, yep. I'm slurping on mine right now. Second one of the day. Call that the jet lag special. It's
a wake-up call. That last game kind of woke me up pretty fast.
Yeah.
You know, you can't stay snoozing when you got Gokushima in the server.
You right.
That guy was showing up.
Can't stay snoozing on my boy Risky Bob.
He's gonna keep us going.
With the risks he's taking. Can't doubt it.
I think it's a risk to pick up the FAMAS always. We'll see if he shows up with it. Got some nice little pressure. I mean, early cave control. They really can't get away with much right now in terms of early map control.
Bro, I had one of my biggest, like, the biggest... Oh, that was a nice peek. Off the smoke popper. Had one of the biggest frustrating moments in an ancient game the other day, speaking of the FAMAS. I lurk out, kill a guy window peeking with like a deagle or something, pick up his FAMAS, swing the 3 players walking out door towards B ramp. Would have had a perfect lineup to at least kill one, if not 2. Thing's on burst. It's on burst.
No.
Who does that, bro?
That's bait.
Oh. I whiffed everything.
Man. That threw you off, I'm sure. That's a smart move right there, although it does require a sacrifice of your life.
I mean, look, I outdueled him with a deagle, and my aim's not nothing to write about, so yeah, that's a bold sacrifice to make. Oh! Forrester! Oh! Forrester! That thing's not on burst, it's on precision aim, 3 bullets, 3 kills. Forrester, are you kidding me? So AMKAL, get on the board off of a very limited buy. Just a little Forrester magic. And we are into this game now. Wowzer. That's, that does not feel good if you're Nemiga.
Who's tapping like that with the 5-7?
That was insane.
That's crazy. Think about the composure. Anyone in those boots right there would be spamming away.
He just knows, man. He just knows. And he's getting frisky in this one. Love it. Window peek right off the rip. Elbow smoke in. Just get above it. Gotta be a little wary with how shallow that smoke is. I think he could have been spotted. You like the irony of Flamus burning?
Yeah. It's quite good. He doesn't repel the fire. Ooh, but a nice shot. Forcing back this defense. Khan stepping forward as well. I mean, these ops getting aggressive up the ramp here, having input on entry here, but Forster's already in a position here to rotate in. They're not going to really expect this. Distractions pushed and pulled. Forster has a chance, but can't get his 3 this time. It might be enough, though. He did so much damage on his way out. Flash is beautiful. The execution comes through from Icy to finish the job. It is a nice, comfortable second round after the early fights.
So do you think Khan is a Star Trek fan or like history fan?
That's a good question.
We talking Cengiz or are we talking Khan?
Oh, yeah, it depends on how old he is, really. He's 20. I don't think he'd be Star Trek.
Yeah, he is also a Kazakh player from the steppes, potentially. Could imagine the other type of Khan being more relevant to his interests. First name Beck Sultan. Osman. Kind of a dope name. Could have named himself Sultan. It's literally in his name. Goes with Khan instead.
And he's down.
He is down. So whatever his name is, it won't save him in this one. You know what he needs instead? You know what he needs to bail him out? Risky Bob with a P250.
Oh, he's moving. Nickelback made noise in the back of Donut. How have they gotten here?
I don't know.
This is a bit awkward right now. You got the bomb and spawn, 55 seconds, and these sort of positions here are so unreal. There's so much potential, but also you could imagine a world where it's just not enough firepower to get through it. But the bomb is going to rotate in.
Oh, he's going to be
timing is
spawn
good
side.
from Lear.
What? Does he clear out the temple player? If so, this gets really difficult. Hearing those comms. Oh, Forrester's about to be so mad.
Knife?
Forrester's about to be so mad.
Knife.
Knife him.
Yes.
Knife him. No. Oh, yeah, he got nervous. Back got to the front. And he said, you know what? Let's not mess this up. This is actually very tough. They got to deal with the donut player. Window peak is weird. Flamus will go down. So ultimately, there's nothing doing here. But Xanter, 10 seconds, tries to pull off. That was the wrong choice. But how could he have known? So AMKAL to even things up here. Nicely done there. But he had us believing. Had us believing, didn't he? That Lear could have won that round.
I think knife would have been worth the attempt, but I know what you mean. You know, as soon as they get moving, you don't want to risk losing your teammates. So play on the safer side, err on the side of caution. Secure some easy frags and get a gun round rolling. Khan is rocking the AWP though. He's looking for a bit of revenge on Icy after that last round. That's nice spam from Krad. Is he going to continue to peek here? His question. He's hungry. He wants to fight. He sort of peeks given the position of the T side. A little bit risky right now. He's got to be careful with the duels. He's getting a lot of comfort here in the spot, but eventually just swings out to still wins. As Xanter heard him constantly poking and prodding right there around that corner, but to no avail. It still doesn't help him.
Oh no. Ahead of the smoke, Lear just tries to get active. Travis is traded through it. So that's very fortunate. It's a good break here from Nemiga. But still on the line. They're not clearing Nickelback. The spray a little too labored. That allows Risky Bob to trade. Now, Risky Bob, he's got himself the middle of the map. He's all the way through red. And, well, the risks now, they're all on the side of AMKAL. But Foresters come to neutralize that risk. Oh, Bob.
There you go.
Spot an elbow. Spot an elbow. The risk is his now, right for the taking. Risky Bob popping off here. Isolating Icy. Khan, though. Khan doesn't expect him to be here. They're getting away with this one. He's planting open? Did they think they'd killed the site player? It comes down to the clutch.
Icy was there at all.
Ooh. That's a complete lack of awareness for how this map plays. They must have thought that AMKAL was gambling B. And that was the A site player rotated off, or maybe that he pushed through, but he couldn't have pushed through Donut. I mean, unless he was on an A main flank, I don't know what that read was.
Yeah, they were certain in the back of their minds that Icy was hopping over towards that B side, but the question is what gave them that sort of information? Was it just kind of a risk that they had to take? I don't know what the deal was, but yeah, I mean, easy pickings right there for Icy. He'll take that any day of the week. 8-3, his op. Massive output, and Nickelback hears all the footsteps rushing in towards this A side. Not ready, though, with the scope, so only good for one is Nickelback here, and missed op shot's going to complicate the matter. Another one out of Risky Bob. A deagle shot and a site claimed with donut control as well. This is dreamy here. Nemiga have a chance.
They do indeed. They do indeed. That smoke might have ended it. Icy's trying to get a chancy shot right off of it, but without finding that, I mean, they might just back away. The money's not great.
Krad's done for.
Just misses the lurk. All about timing here. And now, yeah. No, he gets the kill. Is there enough time for them to get back in? There is indeed. Krad's now picking him up. Bit by bit, they've got to. Can't, but that's a big fight for Khan. Even just to give himself a position to fight from in the end. He can stall this out long enough. Molotov goes down, smoke doesn't cover it, and Khan has won it all.
Oh, what a beautiful clutch right there. HP low on the diffuser. Molly just secures the round right there. No smoke for it, no chance. And he even lands the last kill as well. His reward, an AWP, a shiny new op right in his hands. And his teammates really taking the run of things right there. I mean, quick deke shots on entry towards that A side, putting a lot of pressure on that defense. I mean, early on, they find so much space off the back of it. I mean, that's not the first time we've seen a bit of a lack of resistance towards that A side either. But this time it's only Deagles that crack through, and some timeouts taken to discuss.
A little bit of good fortune for Nemiga in that last one, but I've seen some big plays opening things up. That's a nice nade. Ouch. So I have to try to time the spam. It's not quite hitting, but look at this mid control. There's no one contesting it over on the other side, so Nemiga will take it fully onto their side. Why not? Take it for free. Feel comfortable. Rock on through. It's just Nickelback holding with a FAMAS, right? If they move up towards Red Room, it's not really a fight you fancy with a FAMAS. Just going to make it so tough for AMKAL to play any kind of rotation. They're seeing nothing. They're wary that this is a trap, right? Crossfire potentially. Which, if that's the case, I'm surprised there's not a Molo in towards the Cubby. They actually back out to the Molly, or to the Cubby. Was there a Molly earlier? Did I miss that? Must have been.
I'd have tried to flush it out, yeah. This utility's buying a lot of valuable time off the clock. Still, though, there's not a lot of budging from AMKAL. They're not rotating any extra presence towards this A side. I think that could cost them dearly in the end, because it is commitment coming through here. Have to wait out that Molotov, but once it fades, they're going to start to spiral their way forward, and it all comes down to holding this A main control, in which Nickelback succeeds. He can now give a chance up forward. Aggressive fight there. That's what he's hoping for, but Forrester can't trade. He can't back it up. There's time to plant, and the site will be taken. I think this might just be a save call from the remainder, and that should do it.
That was a risky call from AMKAL, right? They're not content playing with the 4-on-4 into the retake. They want something more, so they swing out ahead of time before the rotations can get there, and well, they're punished for it. Big explosive plays from Nemiga. It's going to be the 5th round on the board. It's going to be money in disarray for AMKAL. This is looking like a really good ancient first half.
Very disciplined here. Good identifying a bit of a weakness. Pressuring that A side. Pretty consistent. They've hit it with fast plays, they've slowed it down, and have still been effective, so trying to really build some confidence off the back of that. See what they can do here with an Op and Icy and an AK and Travis. A lot of tools, but again, Icy's been playing a good game so far. We might need to get a little bit more aggressive though with this Op. I think that's what he's hunting for. Starting off in towards Donut.
Oh, nice transfer from Flamus there. Headshots on both. Nifty bit of mechanics, and now Nemiga have the path in towards B. Nickelback burning, and he's the only one here. So he's a goner. And Flamus is just burn them out of the sight. Bomb's gonna go down. They'll try and save this AWP. It's 6 rounds guaranteed here for Nemiga, and all of the time in the world to hunt. Money's not perfect yet, but I'd imagine they're at least going to go looking for a couple of tries here at taking this op out of their hands. Risky Bob's certainly going to attempt it. It's in the name, man. Of course he's going to take it. The chance. Why does it say that? He's just playing contain. Which makes sense if his teammates are going to come over from Donut, but they're also looking very tentative. Come on, Risky Bob. Oh, there's the risk. There's the Bob. Got the one. The second, not so much. She's swapping the pistol. that's not really. It was a pretty looking 5-7. That's how much you need there, Risky Bob. I see. Yeah. Oh, just barely out. Keeps it alive.
Risky Bob really likes those five. It's extra $500 right there. You gotta hunt that down.
That's value for money, man.
Mm-hmm. Can't blame a man for trying.
Risky I mean, Bob. I can. I'm gonna be honest. I blame him for trying there. I blame that one. So maybe not the greatest awareness, but the end result is that they get 6 rounds, right? And yeah, the op survives through, but let's see if IC can punish them with it in this round. Because this is now, I mean, we're coming towards the closing moments of this half. You need every round you can get for AMKAL. A 6-6 is acceptable. An 8-4, not acceptable. See, they're swinging on in. Risky Bob has been risky cut down. And Krad is holding strong in this one. No op required, just one big Krad.
Yeah, that was enough to scare him off real quick. 2 quick kills from Krad, and they just say, I don't really want to push that smoke. 3rd time's not the charm sometimes.
No.
So sending 3 bodies through that one wouldn't have been the move. Blameless, unfortunately, just a little bit more HP chunked off of him. This off-angle's been popularized recently, I feel like. I haven't seen it all that often, but...
Left side cave, you mean?
Just kind of that...
Playing like out? Though. Yeah. Oops,
yeah, a bit of an off-angle.
I think it's a response to all the crazy, like, pre-fire MAC-10 swings you'd been seeing.
Yeah.
To clear that right side. It's like, okay, well, let's punish you from the left. Travis?
It's a contact, and there's a swing of the trap right there from the whole roster. They need to finish Flame us off, and they do so with some haste.
Combo. They didn't even need the op, man. They didn't even need it. IC wasn't even needed. He didn't do anything. It's on the wrong side of the map. His teammates just picked it all up. So recovery here for AMKAL. Getting this last round would make them feel a whole lot better about the chances here on Ancient.
Yeah, and honestly, there's not the best money for some of these players as well. You're looking Risky Bob a little bit low. He has to wield the D-Eagle.
I'm always looking at Risky Bob.
That's the first thing I look at every round.
I see. Where's Risky Bob's position? All right, let's get going here.
All eyes. He's really taking the limelight right now, and for good reason. It's like Donk, you know. If you have a good name, that's the only reason people like Donk.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing to do with the highlights. Nothing to do with the fact that he has literally the greatest group stage debut at a champion level event since ever.
Wow.
Definitely not that.
But he also has a funny name.
He does have a funny name. It is a good name for puns. He also, you know, shoots real good.
Yeah, he's a little bit gifted.
Does shoot hard. Risky Bob got a lot to live up to with that comparison.
Yeah. He'll get there. He keeps taking risks. But for now, might try and end things towards A. They've had a lot of success here, so why not try it again? This is a committed angle. Double peek could probably do ICN.
Ooh.
Somehow gets out there. Goes for seconds. Just can't seem to connect for the kill. And oh, he just steps out into the open. No support there coming through from Forrester either. So site collapses. It's just Nickelback that they might have an idea he's around here. He somehow swings for 2. Transfer successful. And he's still healthy. He's still fighting on the back of the site. Risky Bob with a deagle. Has to defend up against him. Meanwhile, Lear, he's trying to buy time. I don't know if they've even spotted this.
No, I don't think so. Risky Bob's going to rotate off. But look, okay, Travis has some awareness. It's like, why would they stall here? Why would they stall? What could they possibly be doing? I don't think they saw Lear, but they know that something's got to be weird. But still, Travis might have been expecting him to come from the red room side. Whatever it was, Lear wins that fight. And now the rotations are going to be difficult, right? You've got B. They're just making sure of it with the cave clear. But this bomb's gonna go down. Risky Bob can't saw it. The flank's coming. The flank's coming. Run, Risky Bob. This ain't a risky you want to be taken. Oh. Oh my goodness. Never mind. He's all about the risk. The Bob gets paid off. It works out. You know, they said they removed CL Bob from the game, but I see him right here in the server. They might just be getting a 7th round on for Nemiga.
Completely selling this fake towards B, although quick transition from Krad. He's just flying into this one. The spam nearly connects for a bomb plant denial, but not quite. And he's spotted above the smoke. HE will seal it. And Risky Bob will cap things off with the 7th round. We'll see if he can keep it up after a break.
And we are back into the fun here. Nemiga with a nice lead, especially considering they're coming off their T-half. Let's see if they can get it done on the defense. They have set themselves up nicely here against AMKAL early. AMKAL exploding in towards mid, not meeting resistance. It's a donut play instead. It's the 3B2 donut. But up through mid already. Nickelback taking all this space. Look at this fight. Look at this fray. Xanter with tons of damage. But he needs those kills. We'll find them eventually. Forrester out of aiming. These are very disjointed fights, but at least for the moment, served AMKAL well in the positioning. Problem is they don't have the bomb, and Nickelback can't retrieve it. So despite all the damage they've done elsewhere, despite all the ground they gained towards 8, don't matter if you can't plant it, and Khan will make sure they can't. It falls to Krad. They hear him. They swing on him. And they're ready for this fray. Krad needs the headshots. whittled down here by Xanter. No chance to reload. 8 bullets in the Glock. Needs them to connect, and it'll be Xanter instead who triumphs.
Just enough in the tank right there. And the 1v1 double swing was a little bit awkward, but they just about seal it. And that bomb being dropped was the real kicker right there. AMKAL unsure of what to do after that point here. Hit a brick wall. And losing that pistol is going to lead into an eco. In the 9th round here, AMKAL are going to have to put up a real T-side effort if they want to pull themselves back into this. And again, this is the map pick of Nemiga, obviously. As mentioned, you know, it's just a statement of confidence here. AMKAL is obviously a team that has a lot of success. Always been a decent map for these guys. Back in the one-win days. So the fact that we're seeing them kind of hit this hurdle is impressive. This is a good sign from Nemiga.
Good sign indeed. Couple big kills early on. Rubber danger in this round has been lessened. Well, AMKAL don't really seem like they know what they want to do here. We're going to get a push out of elbow. Might actually be punished. It is indeed. Gun given over. Just an MP9. But look at the deep control from Nemiga. They're pushed up A main. They're pushed down mid. They got control outside of B doors. So AMKAL have to pick what they're going to go for, and it seems like B doors is going to be the answer. Oh, don't worry about that. And it's going to be into a crossfire. 40 seconds. They will attempt. With the SMG up close, the rifle slightly further away, this should be brutal. Not bad, honestly. Icy, though, can't connect. Molotov might allow him to. Lear going to burn.
Doesn't give him it. He doesn't give him it. He just won't.
Not at all.
Won't give him the fight he wants. Would have been nice to get an extra kill there. Once you get that 3rd kill, you're starting to smile a little bit. You're starting to cheese. You know, you got a nice eco. 2 kills still isn't bad, though, considering what they were rocking with. Forced a lot of reinvestment. And now this leaves them to a gun round here where definitely puts some pressure on AMKAL. If they don't get this round rolling, they're not going to have a lot of time left to really get into this game, into this map. Bonus. Oh, look at that flying through the smoke. Lear bypasses him, but it should be called over. And yeah, they will be able to dispatch of him in some way or another. It just takes a little bit for them to become aware of that.
Khan noisily rotating here. They're going to hear him. Try and punish, but somehow Khan's the one who comes out on top of that. They do lose Flamus on the flank, so still advantage AMKAL. This fight is getting weird. Icy sprays down 2, barely seeing them. But I'll take that every day of the week, all on a risky bob. Just an SMG. Try and maybe hit the timing, could retrieve a rifle and survive out of this round. But no, this one seems like a foregone conclusion. It seems like AMKAL are going to have a chance to get on the board here in this second half. And I mean, the money's not great for Nemiga, right? Depending, based on the losses they've had up against the lesser by in the last. Really not going to be able to put together too much around whatever Risky Bob saves. He's playing for the exit. Hoping he can catch Krad and catch an upgrade.
That'll be an extra $600 as well. Not a bad way to leave a round. The issue with Krad's position is he's going to die now with bomb, I think guaranteed. And so Risky Bob going to go down with a fight here, but he is going to go down extra cash flow injected. Anything else? Not quite. Eventually shut down, yes, but I think that's a decent little way to exit around there. You do some damage, put a scare on them. You give yourself enough money to buy an A1. So that's 2 A1Ss in this one. Not bad.
$1,200 extra dollars, 2 sets of guns taken away from them. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Well, let's see. Timeout going to be used here from Nemiga, figuring out how they want to play around this with the limited guns. This is their third timeout, actually, which is interesting. We're still very early days, and they've burned all their tactical timeouts. So whatever chance to contribute they'll have, whatever they need to figure out, box their coach. Seems like this might be his last opportunity to contribute. Interesting to see Box here as the coach. He was on this team for like 3 years, I think, as a player. So cool to see him in a different role with the org. Risky Bob paying off in this round, getting aggressive with that rifle, netting 2 kills. That could be huge. Puts AMKAL on the back foot in a big way.
I mean,
certainly did take a risk with that one.
There you go. I mean, we're finally seeing him live up to the name, and it's making more and more sense here. Just flying through, catches someone with their utility out there, just completely discounting that possibility, and then the follow-up as well. 2 for 1. Obviously, those guns aren't super retrievable, but not a bad trade here. Well, it's not the bounce he was hoping for. Not at all. And Xanter just turns the corner and punishes him with a 5-7. Really clunky so far from AMKAL. And now what do you do in this 4v2? You've lost all your space all over the map here. Xanter's got to be careful the way he peeks us. He's low. One bullet will do him in. HE would do him in fact. Nice, he has the bomb. But he has no support in getting on towards the side. He's on a bit of an island now. And oh my god, Forster just ignores the player on the flank here for the secured site at the very least. Icy now can start to punch in those digits here. They got to be careful of this flank. Xanter, his footsteps are heard, but he still remains safe. That HE could do it, though. It should do it, in fact, and it does. So a big kill. Forster still active, and they equalize it into the 2v2. Khan can't make the crossover.
Starting to look like an absolute disaster post plan for them. Icy in position. Icy deleted, and there's the jump around. Is it enough? Yes! Lear catching Forster. Forster ran out of bullets in the AK, or he might have had that kill. Time enough for the defuse. I mean, that comes right down to the wire, but considering the buy they brought in, how broken it was, that's a massive win for Nemiga. Now, I mean, you'd imagine a force buy is going to come back through for AMKAL. This one's going to be messy for both sides. We're into one of these moments, one of these crutch moments about which everything might revolve. If Nemiga win here, it's done. If AMKAL win here, they've got a real chance to equalize before Nemiga can get the economy back under them.
Yeah, I mean, massive swing round. There's no question about it. AMKAL just kind of kissed their easiest opportunity right there of building comfort in this half goodbye. Now they'll have to do it the hard way versus the stable gun rounds, and they'll have to do it even harder now with the 4v5. Nemiga could be inching their way forward to the finish line here. It's just distraction for Blamus, as he has a teammate posted up in Donut. That smoke is going to just seal them off for now. Maybe he's going to cause some concern in the rotates, though. They're just now starting to inch their way down ramp. Travis, are you prepared for this? Not quite. He turns away just in time. Oh, this is incredibly awkward. They're going to be standing in between them. This crossfire becomes all the more deadly. One caught off guard there. Xanter in the danger zone right now. He needs to be careful. That smoke's going to help him big time.
Risky place. Woo! The lineup through the smoke. Can't give him tracers. Lear apparently good at following those up. Flashbang on this. That timing doesn't work out, and Lear just wants to run it down. Why not when he's hitting like that? Massive round for Lear. And now with 3 players surviving, they can stabilize the eco a little bit. They forced AMKAL onto an eco, a limited buy, unless they really want to chase this on the force. And Nemiga should be able to secure map point off this.
Yeah, 100%. Found themselves in that pretty position. I mean, they're going to keep it up. They're going to keep on forcing. They're going all in here. AMKAL don't know how to hit the brakes. Not in this map. They don't want to let Nemiga get 6 opportunities to close this map out. I'm kind of understand where they're coming from. That feels like a lot. That's a lot of chances. And not a lot of room for error, so going all in. And looking to sneak around early. These sort of buys can catch you off guard for sure. No bomb plant in that last round. You don't expect a force buy to continue, so you're a little bit more confident in your peaks. Maybe it forces an overextension. That's what they're hoping with. Risky Bob does give them a fight that they're hoping for, and a man advantage. Doesn't get much more contact after that, and stabilized by Flamus, but still sight claimed here, and it's all a ruse. This is just the fake thrown out by Nickelback and Forrester here. We'll see how much of a fake it causes. It's Lear. He gets nothing. Nothing for his troubles here, and Travis takes the sight, beats him to the punch, and it's just Xanter here.
Wow. Talk about explosive play. I mean, you didn't even need the fake. You just won both sites. Both site fights. Xanter just going to be able to slip away from that engagement. Fakes the runoff towards A main. Desperately trying to keep this gun alive, but they are hunting. They are hungry. They know that economy hasn't fully stabilized over on the Nemiga side, and AMKAL might have just done enough here to shatter it. Does he live? Does he live? He does. Probably. Maybe?
Potentially.
Unless a Krad creep. A Krad creep! Krad's got it! The Krad creep is Krad successful.
Incredible.
Incredible!
Incredible.
Oh, look at this force buy. There's a Nova?
Oh, my.
There's no more timeouts. Okay, this is now the last timeout on the AMKAL side. So we're going to get weird here. Did they really commit into the Nova buy? Because if so, Flamus, my new favorite player. See what he can get done with the shoddy.
This is, I mean, just both these teams here. No one wants to let go of the momentum.
No. I mean, it is double eco on a couple of those players over on the Nemiga side, so I can understand it. But, well, let's see. Let's see if they can justify it. See if they can make something happen here. AMKAL should have a chance to close this gap. Even saying that, if they get 3 rounds off of that, that only takes them back to 10, right? So Nemiga will get plenty of chances to close.
Still a bit in the driver's seat, but don't want to lose control. Oh, yeah. This is what I want. This is what I want. Ooh, a little too much distance there.
Yeah, you got to hug the wall and then go for the swing a little closer up. Don't know about that one. Nova technique needs work.
Yeah.
As a professional Nova player, you know, there's something I'd like to see more from on Flamus.
Yeah, that deserves a little bit of critique there for sure. Man, a veteran experience.
Needs more reps. Needs more reps.
Flamus, it seems like he's just a rookie here pulling that gun out. Have the years of experience there with the Nova, and does hit the sideline early just to watch his team try and pick up the pieces. On next at bat, no luck. Turns right into Krad, and the same result. Quick dismissal there, quick kill. Risky Bob now. Let's keep it coming here, one by one, and right back down. Here we go, double swing.
Feed him.
And finally.
Finally out of here. Xanter, I mean, look, the utility's worth saving. Well worth saving. Much as the armor kit and 5.7. So Xanter is on a foot race. Out of there. And actually, they have not figured out where he's gone. So I think he's going to get away with this one. I say that. Forrester's not interested in conceding anything. Can Forrester beat it on this timing? No, certainly not. I think he'd have to full sprint through the tunnel, in which case, presumably, Xanter just kills him. So, Xanter is going to be allowed to keep what little he has. Little goodie bag of treats. Presumably, they're going to full eco around him. One would imagine. As they would then have a buy in the following.
this is what they need here. Finally putting an end to the forced buy wars. I wanted to see them spend the bomb there from Travis. One of my favorite inspections, but no luck. Xanter throwing a lot of that utility early to try and show some mid presence here. Just kind of feigning it out there, but nothing sticking for too long. So any sort of trickery Nemiga got to sneak a kill or two is what they're hoping for. It's an interesting take on the high-low. Very high and very low. But it's only good for one so far.
Icy chasing this.
Chased down, and Icy turns his attention right back in time.
There was a moment there where with the bomb that could have gotten a little weird, but that moment soon passes. And for Xanter, it again becomes a game of hide what you got. This time without the utility. Still the armor kit, very valuable to save. When money is as hard to come by as it is right now. So AMKAL close the gap. 2 rounds gonna separate these teams. Xanter's got a gun. Oh, Xanter's got a gun.
Nice.
Now this is well worth keeping.
Oh, it's just a Galil.
Yeah, but it's better than nothing. They're gonna be pretty limited on some of these buys, right? This is gonna allow a lot more utility to come up for somebody.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of the Galil.
Look at the shadow. Look at the foot.
Yeah, look at that big foot.
A big old foot.
Yeah, big foot. Wow.
We got Risky Bob, now we got Bigfoot.
That thing's huge.
You can make shadow puppets from this position.
Yeah. I didn't even know you could get on that light.
I didn't either, to be honest. I've seen a lot of players play around it.
Cubby, yeah.
All right, now what do they want to put around this? Xanter's going to keep the Galil for himself. Could drop it over to Lear, get a rifle up. No, Lear will go in. You're even getting head armor. Don't really need that here, although there is one Galil on the other side. So it does allow them more utility, but mostly Xanter just uses that Galil to save more of his own cash. No presence on A proper. They've gone for the deep mid control instead, but the thing is, AMKAL are kind of reading this. If they go with their first instinct, if they go for this thrust on towards A, they're going to find a site vacant, empty. And now Khan is trying to rotate back, but not going to have any retake utility to speak of. They've already thrown their salvo for this deep control, so it's got to be the guns for Nemiga. They just do not have a lot to work with if this bomb goes down. I would imagine, regardless of the numbers, unless they're overwhelming on the Nemiga side, this is a save if the bomb gets planted. Smoke out, gonna make it difficult. No need to pop the smoke. Spam on, but it's not connecting. There it is. Okay, now they've got a man advantage. Now they can threaten this. But the bomb is planted. Further spam on. Krad fortunate to survive. This firing squad from Donut was threatening. Travis on the flank. Doesn't get the kill, but the window player nearly bobbles it. It's all good. Krad and Nickelback. Dynamic duo for sure, but one of them is the walking wounded, and so is trying to reposition. They know where Nickelback is now. No utility to dig him out. They've got to do it with the guns. They got to do it on the swings. Nickelback is toying with them, trying to allow Krad to come into position, but he's a little too late. So Krad going to play on the tap. They're on the stick now. There is a kit. There is a smoke found as well. They go for the 10-second defuse instead of the safe one, and there's just enough time to get that done. 12-9, the score line. Nemiga pull off the retake.
Wow. I mean, scary situation when you're not the one with the kid on the bomb, but it is 12. They do find it. That retake requires a lot of composure there, but obviously in that 2v3, not enough to finish the job, and that's a result of so much damage done before the bomb gets planted, while the bomb's planted, and quickly after. It's one of those most difficult things to do on that A side of Ancient, and you can see why here. Gonna send it here, Icy. That's that extra flashbang to get them that security, and oh, it looked like he fell asleep there for a second, or double zoomed or something, and in the process got just swiped aside. Xanter chases even further for 2, and it's gonna be all on the back of Forrester and Krad left standing, and you do not like the rods here trying to move on in towards the A side to save something, and he's done. toast. Forrester now left alone on an island, looking just to scrape that bomb up versus 5 players. But in the last rounds here, Nemiga make it look a bit easy here with a nice retake and a very strong defense thereafter. Xanter even spots him out. So
don't put it out of the realm of possibility. I've seen some crazy Forrester clips. I remember a Forrester clutch. Okay.
All right.
I remember a Forrester clutch. He's only a Forrester clutch around Valentine's Day, but that is coming up. So get him the flowers, get him the chocolates, and get Nemiga the win on map number 1. Ancient comes through, and it's strong for them. We were a little concerned looking at the veto, saying, you know, AMKAL's been good on this map, but Nemiga, show us what they got, show us their form, and show us the never.